Rodgers has done it again.
This will be the fourth meeting between Dak and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron holds the slight edge, but they've both played some of their best football against each other. Not a lot of room here to poke holes in what they've done. That brings us to the bucket list presented by KFC. So both Dallas and Green Bay are dealing with major injuries offensively. We saw Tyron Smith go down, Devontae Adams. Both of those guys have not practiced all week long. And both teams are teams that started out 3-0, super strong. But after Sunday, one of these teams will be 3-2. So, Steve, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Which team is better equipped to start the season 3-0, but then go on and weather the storm of losing back-to-back games?
For me, it would be the Dallas Cowboys. Here's why. Dak Prescott is doing a great job. Kellen Moore has that offense going. But who has not been getting going? Who has not gotten going is Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott is the franchise of this team. He's the franchise quarterback, in my opinion. When Ezekiel Elliott gets going, they can move the ball down the field. It allows the deep passes because the play action actually works. It draws in the secondary and the linebackers because they fear Zeke. They don't fear Dak Prescott. They fear Ezekiel Elliott. When you get him going, that's when you need to fear the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and you're talking about surviving a 3-2 start. That means being able to still get in the playoffs even though you failed back-to-back games and getting wins. And I got to honestly say that that's the Green Bay Packers. I mean, when you look at the whole division on the Green Bay Packers, you have Trubisky out, right? And we don't know how long he will be out. We don't know what's going on in Minnesota. We just talked about them on the struggle bus. So, and they have Aaron Rodgers. I don't care how bad it gets. Everybody in the locker room will say, well, we got that guy right there. We got Aaron Rodgers. But the Dallas Cowboys, I always say your tackle man weakness when you want to beat them. Your tackle man strength when you want to break them. And the Dallas Cowboys got their strength attacked in New Orleans last week to lose that game. They lost on the offensive line. That offensive line got beat down and beat around. That's why Ezekiel Elliott couldn't get going. That's why Dak couldn't get any passes up the field. And now they have injuries in that line. They got to get that shirt back up or they're going to have some problems.
Yeah, the Cowboys scare me a little bit because the Saints kind of found out there's a little chink in the armor in that run game. If you can stop that run game on first down, they really struggled to do anything the rest of the game. So I think the Packers are much more well-equipped to be able to bounce back because Aaron Rodgers, we saw him last week. He is back to the old Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
He is firing. He looks great. And remember when you guys used to go to the doctor when you were a kid at like 12, 13?
I was
check your growth plates.
poor.
You were too poor.
We only went to the emergency room.
They would check your growth plates in the emergency room to see out if you're going to keep going or not.
I'm 5'9".
The Packers' growth plates are still open. Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers are still turning and working on this offense. So there's a lot of room to grow for this Packers offense. I expect them to continue to get even better on offense. They're going to continue to grow, unlike Steve, who stopped growing when he was 12, and that's why he's 5'9". Packers! Oh, the Packers! Oh my God! That is humiliation.
I was going to dap you up
that is humiliation.
Hey, I'm just going
to go off the set for the rest of the time here.
But Joe,
you
can't handle it. You know I'm sensitive.
Hey.
He actually made that work that time. That was really nice.
I'm proud of you guys. That was great.
We worked this out right in front of you guys.
Aaron Donald and the Rams. Here we go. Moving on. Aaron Donald and the Rams. They're hoping to avoid a 3-2 start, everybody. Donald, he's extremely familiar with Russell Wilson. He sacked him more than any other quarterback in his career. And more bad news for Russ. Aaron's been hitting the gym like a lot. Maybe I need to start doing what he's doing.
Is that an edited photo?
It's airbrush.
Real.
It's like a T-shirt or some sort, maybe.
That's not crop. That's not Photoshop.
I would have an injury all of a sudden.
It must be the